everyone, welcome to science class. Today's topic is entitled Methods of Propagation. You can see this topic in your book, page 59. Before I discuss to you this topic, we will learn first the vocabulary of this topic. Be sure to write this in your notebook. And don't forget to write the Thai translations of each word. You write the Thai translation of each word so that you can understand the words. Number 1, let's read. Fill a seed tray. Fill a seed tray. 2, spread. Spread. 3, propagation. Propagation. 4, wrap. Wrap. 5, bind. Bind. 6, tightly. Tightly. 7, wedge shape. Wedge shape. V shape, okay, or V shape. Wedge shape or V shape. Number 8, base part. Base part. 9, notch. Notch. 10, rootstock. Rootstock. Okay, so be sure to write this in your notebook, and after that you read these words and send it to my line. Okay, send your video here. Okay, number 1, we have sexual propagation. Okay, sexual propagation, it means you use seeds to grow a new plant. Okay, this is a seed. You plant this in the soil. It is called sexual propagation. Last time we talked about the sexual propagation. Why sexual propagation? Because it can produce seeds when the stigma and the stamen join together, and it takes time to process, and it can have also a when the pollen grain land to stigma, base part of the plant called ovary, and that's a time that the seed will grow inside the ovary of the plant. That is called sexual propagation, when you use seeds to grow a new plant. Asexual propagation. Okay, we have another one, asexual propagation. Asexual propagation, when you use roots, stems, or leaves to grow a new plant. Okay, when you use stem, leaves, or roots to grow a new plant, it is called asexual propagation. Okay, but when you use seeds to grow a new plant, that is sexual propagation. All right, so there are different types, methods of propagating the plant. Number 1, we have seedling method. Okay, seedling. Seedling, it means you use seeds to grow a new plant. Okay, you use seeds. Number 1, what you should do in this method, you have to fill the tray with soil. Okay, you put soil to a depth of at least 7 centimeters. Okay, you spread the seeds. Number 2. Number 3, you cover the seeds with the soil. When you plant this one seed, you cover the seeds with soil. And next is you water the seeds morning and evening. Okay, when you grow a new plant, you have to follow this method. Number 1 method, seedling. Okay, this is seedling. I'll let you watch this short video. is a seedling. Number two method is cutting method. Okay, cutting method. Use stem or leaf or roots to grow a new plant. What will you do? Yes, number one, you prepare the soil. Okay, you prepare the soil. You put the soil in a pot or in a tray. Number two, you choose a branch not young, not old, and 5 to 8 centimeter. Okay, 5 to 8 centimeter. Number three, you have to cut any leaves. Okay, you cut any leaves. And 4, plant the cutting in diagonal angle. Okay, especially the aloe vera. Okay, aloe vera, you can cut this like aloe vera 5 to 8 centimeter, and you can plant the cutting in the diagonal angle like this. Okay, and water morning and evening. Next one here, we have another video that I will show you.
Growing plants from stems, roots and leaves. Growing plants from stems. Some plants like rose, hibiscus and money plant can be grown from stem cutting. The plant from which the stem is cut is called the mother plant. Stem cutting is planted in the soil. After a few days, the stem cutting grows into a new plant. Potato, onion and ginger are stems of plants which can grow into new plants. A potato has buds on it, called eyes. Any part of potato bearing an eye can grow into a new plant. A bud on potato can grow into a new plant. Growing plants from roots. Some plants like sweet potato, carrot, radish, turnip, dahlia store food in their roots. Roots of these plants can grow into new plants. Place a sweet potato in a glass full of water with the help of some toothpicks and keep the glass in an open space. After a few days, you will observe a new plant growing out of it. Let's experiment. Aim. To grow a plant from a carrot. Things needed: a carrot, a bowl, a knife and water. Method. Cut off the top portion of the carrot. Keep the cut part in the bowl with the top portion upward. Pour some water in the bowl so that half the carrot is dipped in water. Keep the container in the sun. Observe the carrot for a few days. Observation. New leaves sprout from the top portion of the carrot. Growing plants from leaves. Leaves of bryophyllum plant have buds in the notches along the margins. These buds develop into new plantlets. When the leaf falls on soil, these plants get separated and develop into independent plants. You should know. Growing plants from spores. Plants like ferns grow from spores. Spores are found on the underside of a fern leaf. Fungi like mushroom and bread mold also grow from spores.
So, number 3 method of propagating plant is layering. Okay, Layering. Branch grow root while still attached to a parent tree. So this is a parent tree and this is the branch. What will you do is you choose a healthy branch, not too young, not too old. Okay? And number 2, score 2 lines on a branch with knife 2 to 4 cm apart. And 3, rip the bark. Okay? And 4, smooth any rough. 5, cover the bare branch with loam soil. Loam soil or black soil, or uh, the color of the soil, the loam soil is black, which is the best soil for the plant. Next, 6 is bind the branch with a leaf or cellophane tightly. 7, water the wrap. 8, write the name of the plant and date. So I let you watch a short video of this. Time you can, and this time you can cut this one, the stem, and plant this, and you can, and by using this method you can grow a new plant. Okay, layering. Next one here we have number 4. This is budding. Budding using buds. Okay, this is the buds of the plant. Number 1, select an internode on the stem, cut T shape. Slice the bud plate from the plant you want to touch the root stock plant. Okay, you have to cut this in a T shape. Like this one. Okay, this is the bud of a plant where you get the bud, and you have to cut T shape of the stem, and you have to put the bud in the T shape. And okay, after that you have to cover tightly. I'll let you watch how to do it. Okay, next one here we have plugging. Okay, plugging by bringing the top of a twig to a plug into the rootstock for them to grow as one plant. Okay, this is plugging. Plugging. Okay, this is how you do it. You can see this page 62 of your book. Notch the rootstock in a serrated shape. Okay, this is the rootstock. This is the scion of the plant. Scion of the plant. So you have to put the twig in the notch. You have to put this and wrap the joint with wax. Then use plastic material to cover the joint tightly. Okay, you have to put this inside the V shape and you have to wrap tightly. Okay, this is some farmers, okay, most of the time in our times today, they use this method so that they can produce fast, okay, produce more trees fast. Okay, this is the best, one of the best method to produce fast trees, okay, or to grow fast trees. Okay, inarching, this is inarching. You have to bring a plant with strong roots to be connected with top of another plant in order to have the tissues of the two plants connected and okay, let them grow as one plant which will have similar characteristics. If you like to have this is two plants, if you like that your other plants have tissues from this plant, you have to connect each other, okay, so that they can have another tissues of the plant. Okay, by doing this we have to prepare a rootstock. Cut the stem 2 centimeters long, lay cut sections and wrap the two tightly with plastic material. Leave for 30 to 45 days. You see the instructions in your book, page 62. Okay, so they have two plants that will be joined together. Okay, this is how you do it. is inarking. And your activity number 2, you have to answer page 64 of your book. Okay, for example, number 1 question is the plant for propagation. You have to choose what plant you will be propagating, what methods or what plant you will be using for propagation. For example, if you use durian, you have to write in the blank durian. Okay, for example, in your book it's written there, the plant for propagation is blank. So this is only an example. I wrote here durian. You can choose the plant you like. Okay, so number 2. Okay, what is the step of propagating by layering? Okay, what step of propagation by layering? Okay, which of the following here is layering? Okay, so this is layering. Okay, so you have to write that layering. We have how many propagations? 6. Okay, I should use 6 methods of propagating plants. So you have seedling, we have cutting, we have seedling, we have cutting, we have layering, and we have budding, and we have also plugging and inarking. So you just choose what methods you will be using. In this in the example, I use layering. Okay, this method. So you choose what method you will be using to answer the questions, page 64. You have to write down the steps of layering, the steps of that methods that you use. For example, I use layering. So I wrote here the steps. You have to write step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. It's in your book. You just see the steps. It's in the book. Okay? For example, if you use seedling, okay, it's there in your book also, the steps on how to do it. Okay, next one, number 3. Did you follow the steps of the plant propagation correctly? If you follow step by step, you check yes. If you don't follow, you check no. But if you don't follow step by step, the result of your work will not succeed. Okay, will not succeed. Okay, number 4. Is the mentioned propagation a type of plant reproduction? Okay, yes, check yes. It is a sexual reproduction. Okay, layering is a type of propagation, methods of propagation, one of the methods of propagating plants, layering. Okay, for example, if you use seed, you write there, yes, it is sexual reproduction in your book. Okay, if you use seed, it is sexual reproduction. But if you use others, you write asexual reproduction. Okay, and number 5, you check intention of working. You check also number 6, does reproduction and propagation of plants help conserve natural resources and reduce global warming? Yes, it does. Because if we can plant more trees, it can help reduce carbon dioxide. Okay? And we can have fresh air. Activity number 3. Do 6 methods of propagation. Make a video of each method and send to my line. So you have to plant. We have seedling, cutting, the 6 methods of propagating plants. You have to do that in your house. So in your home. So you have to do an experiment on how to do it. You see the video that I let you watch and do the activity. You do the methods. You try so that you can help our surroundings. Next one, step 2, step of propagating by layering. That's okay. We have seedling, we have cutting, we have layering, we have budding, we have plugging